Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Friday, 23rd of July, 2026, Aries. You may experience a transformation in your thinking. It's bound to affect every aspect of your life, Aries. By always questioning, you work through difficult issues that require a constant reshuffling of viewpoints. Feel free to open yourself up to new ways of thinking as you dismiss all ways that no longer serve you. Now is a terrific time to consider a fresh wave of thought. You'll be exposed to a new way of truth. Taurus. You may be overwhelmed by an onslaught of communication from someone you didn't expect to hear from, Taurus. It could be that this person suddenly puts a monkey wrench in your plans. It's important to adapt and allow for the constant changes that are bound to come your way. Don't get so hung up upon a certain way of doing things that you fail to see the wisdom in a new and different approach. Gemini. Someone might feel obligated to give you their 2 cents even if you didn't ask for it, Gemini. Be careful not to dismiss this information without giving it proper consideration. This knowledge comes to you for a reason, and it's possible that it's the very piece of information you need now in order to complete the puzzle. Don't disregard anything, regardless of how esoteric it seems. Cancer. It's time to finally apply the knowledge you've accumulated and come to recognize the truth, Cancer. Perhaps you've been sitting on the facts while contemplating their meaning. It's now time to get this information out into the open. There's no doubt that this action is likely to make waves, but that's okay. A key theme of the day is transformation, so feel free to contribute your part. Leo. When it comes to issues that require real thinking, be careful of letting someone else take control. You might have a rather lazy attitude in this department, Leo, and it could be tempting to simply let someone else do the thinking for you. This attitude is apt to lead you down the wrong path for you. Taking responsibility for yourself means thinking for yourself, so do it. Virgo. There's likely to be a powerful force at work trying to manipulate the way you think about a certain situation, Virgo. Be conscious of the source of your facts. It could be that someone is giving you tainted information, so you'll act in a way that is favorable to his or her plan. Others may not be looking out for your best interests, so it's important that you are. Don't accept things blindly without question. Libra. Don't second guess yourself today, Libra. It could be that you're wavering so much about a decision that even after you make it, you hesitate to follow through with it. Once you make up your mind about something, stick with it. Have confidence in your own mental process. Once you begin to waver, it may be difficult to find the assurance that you need, so you'll inevitably slide down the slippery slope of self-doubt. Scorpio. Other people may try to wield their power even when it isn't their place. This is one time when people may try to show off their IQ by offering random facts that don't offer anything useful to the situation at hand, but just serve to prove their knowledge of esoteric trivia. Try not to buy into other people's displays of power, Scorpio. There's more than likely a great deal of hype and not much substance. Sagittarius. Once your brain gets hooked on something, Sagittarius, you're likely to take it to the extreme. Be careful of overworking yourself in a certain issue that requires a more rational temperature attitude. You may get into trouble if you insist on going off the deep end. Don't tackle issues you aren't ready to handle. Take things slowly and maintain a moderate, conservative viewpoint. If you go too far, back off and take a break. Capricorn. Your brain is likely to be working overtime, Capricorn. Things were going along just fine until you suddenly ran into an unexpected snag that kept you from where you want to be. It's as if the hamster wheel you've been running on suddenly jammed. Even though you're still working just as hard, the wheel simply won't turn. Perhaps it's time to step off and take a break. Get some perspective. Aquarius. Try not to get too wrapped in the mental side of things, Aquarius. Perhaps you're trying to work everything through in your mind. You'll find that there are strong forces outside your own trying their hardest to manipulate your thinking. It might be good to step away from the situation and do more processing with your heart. Go with your instincts rather than merely so much on your thoughts. Pisces. It's possible that you've been so emotional about a certain issue that you've taken it way too far, Pisces. Fortunately, your reasoning has finally caught up with your feelings. Now it's time for a reckoning. Give your brain a chance to sort things out and bring the situation back into equilibrium. Your first tendency may be to overreact and have things swing in the opposite direction. Do your best to resist this temptation. This has been your daily horoscope for Friday, 23rd July 2026. Do have yourself an amazing day.
Beautiful good morning to you, DBS family. It is an amazing Thursday, and wow, what a week it has been so far, and we all know why. Anyways, if you woke up this morning, give thanks, of course. It is a spectacular day. We have a spectacular show as well lined up for you, but you know the drill. Before we give you all that, we gotta check in with the news desk, see what's going on in the country. Stick with us, we'll be right back. This is DBS This Morning.
Good morning. Time now for the news. My name is Timothy Paulion. Prime Minister Philippe J. Pierre has announced that the government of St. Lucia will appoint a commission of inquiry into the circumstances surrounding the tragic marine collision at Anse Cochon involving two vessels on July 18, 2026, which claimed the lives of at least 2 St. Lucians.
The commission will be formally appointed by the Governor General and will be chaired by a former high-ranking member of the judiciary. It will also include experts in marine operations, marine safety, as well as a police investigator. The commission will be expected to make recommendations to strengthen maritime safety, improve regulatory oversight, and reduce the risk of similar tragedies in the future. Prime Minister Pierre said the tragic loss of life had deeply affected the nation and underscored the government of St. Lucia's responsibility to establish the facts surrounding the incident and ensure that every lesson is learned.
The Commission's terms of reference will be announced subsequently. Prime Minister Pierre says the government is committed to ensuring that the Commission's work results in meaningful improvements that enhance the safety of everyone who uses St. Lucia's waters. And the devastating marine collision off Anse Cochon has plunged the community of Soufrière into deep mourning after a southward-bound pirogue sank following a crash with another vessel late Saturday evening. The tragedy claimed 4 lives, including missing men Marley Williams and Tyrone Elvick, whose bodies were tragically recovered on Wednesday, as investigators work to determine what caused the fatal crash.
He was just going to Castries. Yeah, and he collided with a boat that was coming from Castries. So the boat that was coming from Castries was actually leaving Remedy, and they were just going to Rumbucket.
Mali was living by my sister close to my home. Whatever I would have tell him to go and do for me, he would have go and do it without hesitation, nothing. So like he was a son to me. Yeah. And Tyrone, I'm Tyrone aunt. Yeah, Tyrone would have come and knock me on my shoulder and tell me, yeah, Sauga Fayo, you understand?
And the warm up before the drinking.
Yeah, he used to tell me, yes, auntie, we're warming up to drink that. We're warming up to drink that. But I cry, I scream, I could not do anything, just accept the fact something happened, you understand?
Elvick's mother says she has struggled to sleep since the incident. While relieved her son's body has been recovered, she expresses heartbreak over being unable to view his remains, a final wish she was denied. And following Saturday night's tragic boating accident off Anse Cochon that claimed 4 lives, youth leader Joshua Harrow is urging St. Lucians to demand accountability and strict safety enforcement before disaster strikes. Paying tribute to the victims, including 2 young women he knew personally, Harrow also calls for an end to social media bickering and urged the nation to unite in upholding safety laws.
We continue to repeat the same cycle of just posting things on Facebook and on Instagram about somebody's passing and then ignore it, and then 1 year later we come back to remember it. And what are we doing? How we change the system? It is one thing to mourn, it is another thing to mourn and then bring justice to those who have lost their lives, to make sure that no other young person has to go down that path again.
Harrow says that the culture of bickering on island needs to end and is calling for unity in demanding that relevant laws are always in place and enforced to minimize unfortunate events that could lead to the loss of life. And finally from us this morning, the St. Lucia Fire Service is reporting a relatively safe carnival despite responding to 22 emergency incidents over the 2 days of festivities. Officials say 6 incidents were recorded on Carnival Monday, while Carnival Tuesday proved significantly busier with 16 emergency responses.
On Carnival Monday, emergency personnel responded to a total of 6 incidents. Of these responses, 2 patients were transported to a medical facility for further medical evaluation and treatment. All incidents were medical in nature and none were considered critical.
Despite the increase in emergency responses, no fatalities were recorded during the 2-day national celebration. Emergency personnel remained strategically deployed throughout the festival to ensure a rapid response to incidents as thousands of revelers participated in carnival activities. That's the news. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Our next news major is at noon, the Lunchtime Report. I'm Timothy Polion. Good morning.
Thank you so much, News Desk. Of course, stick around. This is DBS This Morning. We'll be right back. Now, first up here, DBS family, of course, we have to check in with the lovely young ladies, I should say, of the Miss RSLPF, Miss Royal St. Lucia Police Force. That's right. They don't just come with, you know, the vigor and the valor. They also come with the beauty, poise, and intelligence. And Maureen had a chance to sit down with them, have a conversation with them as they gear up for the pageant. Let's see what they have to say.
This is our first one that we get to meet. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Risha Albert. I am contestant number 1.
Woo, girl, you're opening up the the floodgate on the night. You look like you're ready for this.
I am.
Is that first time taking part in a pageant?
No, it's not.
Oh, you're not your first rodeo, so you're well on your way to that. Has it been allied with the police before, or where else? Where's your first?
No, Carnival Queen, Junior Creole.
Oh, come on now. You got this. Don't let she intimidate all your day. Coming with all this extra. Wonderful. Why do you think an initiative like that is vital within your service program?
The Royal St. Lucia Police Force is a department where people look at it as a department where it's male dominated, and I like the fact that the pageant is there, so it creates a platform where other women could see that it's more women-dominated.
Yeah.
And, they could get engaged in more meaningful activities apart from running after crowds.
You can have that. You can still have the female touch. Yeah. It's not because we're running behind you and there we go, put a handcuff on you. We actually have that side as well. Oh, well, that's good. We want to wish you the best. Anything you want to leave with them?
Come support us October 31st at the National Cultural Center.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, contestant number 1. Contestant number 2, is it?
Hello.
What's your name?
I am Teresa Timmets.
What department are you?
I am from the Scenes of Crime Office, aka SOCO.
So you just be on the scene and taking dusting, printing.
In them white big suits.
The hazmat looking thing.
Yes, I.
With the space looking.
Of course. And our camera taking photos.
I know, right?
Yes.
Ooh, that's exciting.
It is.
Is it? What's the most exciting thing about your job? Or sometimes it can be depressing because some of the scenes might not be very nice, isn't it?
More than depressing. The most exciting thing I would say would probably be getting to see something that the public would not see. Being on a crime scene and then stepping in and out of a crime scene, doing the paperwork part of it, but also the post-mortem part of it. It's very fun. It's very mentally tasking, emotionally tasking. However, it benefits you in a way that you build yourself more mentally and emotionally and definitely spiritually.
How do you balance? Because you might come up from a scenery that is real dread, like you come from a chopping. How do you decompose the stress, not decompress. Right.
I'm so used to say decompose.
I know, that's fine. We understand.
How do I decompress? Decompress, long story short, go to the beach.
Okay.
Go to the beach.
And go to the beach.
And go to the beach.
She loves the beach.
When I get a chance to decompress at the beach, I'm basically resetting myself back to the earth with my feet in the sand, my body in the water, and my hair getting wet.
Right.
Definitely.
Why did you decide to take part in the pageant?
Pageantry has always been part of the person that I am and the person that I am today. Pageantry continues to allow me to have a safe space and a platform to reach out to others and reach out to other females, especially females who look like me. They're darker, they're bigger in size, and a lot of the times we find ourselves with females that are not so confident, but then they see me on stage and they're like, hey, I need to build my confidence. So pageantry always allows me to help someone else, and I know that although they may not come to me, I know that for sure when I see them go up for the pageant, they're going to be like, okay, I want to be like her. I want to do something like her. For sure.
Oh, girl, you're purpose-driven and we love it. Any take-home for our viewers?
I would say on October 31st at 7 p.m. at the National Culture Center, myself and my other delegates and fellow contestants, we are going to come and rock that stage. When I say rock that stage, we're going to shake that stage. So come out for a show that is going to be full of laughter, joy, love, and more fun.
Absolutely.
Of course, we have a lot more of those ladies coming up, but stick around. It's DBS Morning. We'll be right back. course, those were some of the lovely young ladies, and we have to continue hearing from the rest of them. So let's see what they have to say.
Our fourth contestant, let's meet her. What's your name?
My name is Desma William.
All right, tell me about you. You from the, well...
I'm from Dennery.
Dennery in the building. Don't play with it. Right, you look like you're excited.
In the Praedial Larceny unit.
Tell me a little bit about that unit.
Well, Praedial Larceny is more like we work with farmers.
Right.
It's more like the theft of agricultural produce. So the farmers they really need us because they
have a lot of that, right?
And
that's what I want trying to hear, because I'm trying to go into farming. I'm trying to get a little farming license, but I'm scared. You know, should I be scared?
No.
I have you to protect me. You're on your team. All right, good.
We are here for you.
Absolutely. Your first time taking part in the pageant?
Not my first time, but it's been a
long time.
I'm rusty.
No, man. Once you like riding bicycle, once you put your foot up again and you start to pedal, it's over.
I am not into pageantry like I used to because I've grown.
But that must feel really good, being able to touch that ground again. And, on that night, what do you hope to bring? What impact do you hope to have?
Well, I see myself as a role model to especially women. I sing for my women. So I just want women to believe in themselves. Whatever you feel you want to do, just do it. You can do it.
I believe that too.
Yes.
Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you, and all the best. Tell me a little bit about your department, and what is a fun part of working where you work that persons may not know about.
Oh,
I know.
I work in the best band in the Caribbean, so I play the bass clarinet. Nobody knows about the bass clarinet. It's the best instrument in the universe. And the police band, we blow a lot. It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of air, a lot of energy, a lot of time.
Yeah.
So sometimes you see us on the road, but we have to match, we have to check our dressing, we have to read our music.
Yes.
So it's a lot of work.
It's a lot. But when you master that, it's discipline for life, isn't it?
Yes. It comes like
Absolutely.
clockwork.
Absolutely. But for your first time partaking in a pageant like this?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
You've been there before?
Yes.
That's not your first rodeo. What do you hope to use this platform for?
Oh, showcasing the police band.
Yeah.
Showcasing the police band and reaching out to the youth to encourage them to join the police band, because we need more young persons joining the band to make the band even better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sustainability.
Yes.
By the time we ain't going to do spring chicken forever.
Yes.
We need young people to know it's continuing.
Yes,
well, what's the take home on that night? Why should people come?
Oh, you should come to see myself and my fellow contestants, pretty, lovely, gorgeous young ladies, on the night of October 31st, 2026. You don't want to miss it because it will be a blast.
I know. I can feel it. Thank you so much.
DBS family, of course, we checked in a few weeks ago with Dr. Jasmine, Leonce, right? And we do a lot of human interest stories here as to anybody who's doing anything spectacular within our society. So we're going to bring it back again for you guys, whoever missed it, to check back in again. Let's hear from Dr. Leonce about what she does within our society.
I'm connected here with Dr. Jasmine Leonce. She's in Lucian, but this lady, she calm here. She calm, but we have to step out in the zone a little bit and give her credence, because she lives over in the UK. And what do you do in the UK? Give it to me.
Right, so in the UK.
Don't try to downplay the thing for me. Give it to me, the real thing, and then we'll downplay after. What is it you do there?
So I'm a consultant obstetrician, so I look after women with maternity. And I also do some work with NHS England in the UK. So as a maternity improvement advisor, supporting trusts who have had poor care quality commission ratings, supporting them on elements of leadership, workforce.
How that sound like you're directly involved in policy making kind of influence there? So kind of?
A bit of that. And
wow.
So I've got two roles, and I've got another role where I also provide leadership or strategic advice to NHS England.
You see?
And working on choice, personalized care, and also reducing inequalities as well. So I work with a big team. So it's really good to be part of that, contributing at a national scale, coming from a tiny island.
Hold on, let me see. I know wherever we go, we don't have to represent ourselves.
Tell me about it.
Are you able in this role to bring your Caribbean influence?
Yeah, so that's the idea. That's the idea, because especially coming from, I'm black and I'm from the Caribbean, and a lot of the inequalities we see sometimes around staff, minoritized individuals, and looking after staff in the UK, and then thinking about how that impacts on women and their own health, especially black women and brown women, because you know what the statistics say around,
how does all of that align with you on a personal level?
On a personal level, it's really a privilege, I think, to work in that space, to be in that space. I always remember who I am, where I come from, and as you can see, I still have my accent. I still have my accent.
You can't run from this, you're mad man.
Can't run from it at all. So people say, you've been in the UK? I've been there since 2000. Right, 2000. I still represent myself.
Absolutely.
So I think whatever I do, I always have to think about how does that apply, to Caribbean, and what lessons can we learn, from England, from maternity healthcare system there, how that can be translated to Caribbean and to St. Lucia. Think of when we were growing up playing, marbles, and we've got AI now.
Was beautiful,
I know.
It's beautiful, but
we didn't turn out too badly.
We are thinking we served our purpose then. But globally, and the environment has been shifting a lot in terms of, there's a lot of crazy things happening out there now. I mean, especially in the advent of all of the social media. Sometimes the wrong things get to us and they overload us. The realities of what we're dealing with, sometimes they even get to us because we are at the expense of some people who just want to create sensationalization, and we're missing the real point and the real picture. Had you ever felt as a woman from a small island woman, from a small island woman, from a small island, I said that deliberately, have you ever felt in the space that you've had to operate and make contribution, have you ever felt that you probably there were certain people that think you shouldn't be there, or have you ever faced this sort of thing?
Without a doubt. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't face it. I think when you leave the Caribbean and you go to the UK, you're just busy getting on doing your work. You don't really think about elements of how you're being treated, or whether elements of racism, etc. But you do feel it, especially as you start getting into these national roles. You do think, I'm the only black female there. You feel that the whole imposter complex sometimes. I've had to go on a leadership course, even just to build that confidence. And even though, so it's always practice, evolution. You go into pockets, you feel, pumping yourself up to go into a meeting to speak, but you have to do it, because I think it's not a matter of just having a seat at the table.
Right. Eventually, what gets you to get to that point? Okay, I'm doing this. I'm here. You guys gonna have to accept it, whether you like it or not.
Exactly. And I think that's what you have to remember at the end of the day. To think, my voice is important. Coming from this small island, coming from a Caribbean island, thinking about black people overall. So you do represent wider than just being from an island. So I think we have to remember we're unique, and I have to think my voice matters. And I'm always here to learn and evolve from everybody else. But I think certainly in matters of healthcare, looking at that joint working, thinking of the global cause, trying to improve healthcare and services, in maternal health in particular, is really important that we have to work together and recognize that we black people, we are important too. We're important
and
too.
Caribbean is that.
And of course, all good things must come to an end, including this morning's show. Wow, already, Mister. But you know what? It's cool, because tomorrow is Friday. The weekend is coming back once again. So, of course, before we get there, let's get through today first, all right? Drink some water. Be kind to somebody. Mind your business. Of course, do what you got to do. Just let's power through today, because tomorrow is Friday and the weekend is upon us once again. All right, guys? Have a good day. And if you didn't do some Zumba with Trevor Lawrence before this, or if you do some exercise today, get your steps in. All right? All right, guys? See you tomorrow, same time, same place, right here for DBS This Morning.